ask yourself, can your soap beveler do designs like this? Or even like this? Or can your soap beveler do designs like this? In today's video, I'm reviewing 2 soap bevelers. Let's get into it. Hello and good day. My name is Natacia and welcome to Natacia Sudz and Scent. In today's video, we are reviewing 2 soap bevelers. One is from Creamy Obsessions and the other one is from Brambleberry. So let's just get right into it. This soap beveler is called the Design Edge Soap Beveling Tool. It is by Creamy Obsessions. With your $34.99 purchase, you get 4 blades and you get another tool where you can insert the blades and manipulate how deep you want your cuts or how thin you want your cuts in your soap through adjustment knob located on the tool. Brambleberry has a soap beveler. They just call it a soap beveler. It comes with a lip at the bottom that clamps on the outside of a table so that it won't slide. It also is $34.99 and it's about 14 ounces. What I'm showing you here are the blades that coincide with each other. Both of these give similar designs in the soap and I'm about to show you that now. So for my first demonstration, I'm going to use both tools so that you can see that with this particular blade, which I call the straight edge blade, this is not what Creamy Obsessions call it, but I call it that just for the ease. They both give a similar bevel design. So first we're using the Brambleberry beveler, very easy to use. As you can see, the sides are beveled, it looks very straight, the cut is very clean. It's a really good, simple way of beveling your soap with no issues. What you see me spraying is alcohol because in my personal experience, it's easier to bevel soap when it's wet with the alcohol. I've been using both of these bevelers and both of them work better for me when I spray them. As you can see, the Creamy Obsessions beveler worked pretty smooth also. It gave a very similar bevel design. Both soaps look beautiful, finished and polished. I really have no complaints on it, but I wanted to show you guys this first just for the sake of comparison. And look at that. They look very similar. You can argue that one has a deeper slant than the other, but they both look awesome. Now we're going to use the same straight edge blade, but we're going to take and adjust it so that it's a little bit less deep of a cut in the soap. I kind of wish I went even more less deep, but as you can see, there is an adjustment knob on the back and it does decrease or increase the amount of the bevel design that you want for your soap. But here are the examples of the 2 designs with the straight edge blade. The second blade we're going to use today has a protrusion that comes out and then it has a straight bevel on the side. For the sake of ease of description for this video, I'm just going to call it the tongue blade. I'm actually putting it inside the actual device that adjusts it and putting it in the standard position. There's a hole there that clamps it in, and we're going to go ahead and show you the results that I got for this one. What I like about this is it doesn't take a lot of the soap away. If you can see, the soap scraps is very minimal and it gives like a nice polished, almost 3D effect to your soap. Adjusting the blade so that it will take a deeper cut out of the soap, and I'm going to show you how that design came out. Wow, that came out nice, and as I said before, very minimal soap scratch. This is just 2 of the many adjustments you can make to the blade to create designs in your soap. Are you guys ready for the next blade? So here are 2 blades that have a semicircular design, but I wanted to show you both of them so you can see the difference. The one on the right is a complete half moon. The one on the left is a half moon in the middle with a bevel edge that goes out. Let's start with the half moon blade. Just to remind you guys, she didn't name it Half Moon. I'm just doing that for the ease of me describing the design. This half moon or full half moon is beautiful because it smooths out the edges. It gives a smooth appearance to the sides of the soap, and it gives like a bevel pointing to the edges of the soap. It almost looks like a picture frame because it has like a small portion that's 3D. I'm going to actually deepen the blade so it cuts more out of the soap. I made the adjustment so that you can see what would happen if we actually can get more of a 3D effect with this design. As you can see, the middle portion is a bit more pronounced so you can see it. I kind of fumbled a little bit on the design, but you can see what the intention is for the design itself. Here's another example of me using the same blade, different soap. It came out beautiful. Here are my two examples of this design, which again has infinite amounts of design examples that you can do depending on how much you address your blade. Increasing the blade will give you a more pronounced, more 3D look. Decreasing it does the opposite. Here is the next blade. As you can see, it's a semicircle in the middle and the sides are beveled out, which means it's going to give more of a design towards the edges of the soap. So let's see what we get. Look at that. That looks like a picture frame. As you can see, the sides has a bit more intricate detail because of that extra bevel. This soap came out beautiful. I only did one example of this because all the other examples were very similar depending on how deep or not deep the blade is. Now, just so that you guys can see, all four of these blades can do a slight polished bevel on the edges of the soap. I noticed that when I use it. As you can see, there is a slight bevel of the soap. Very simple, very nice if you don't want all the extraness. All four of the blades from the Creamy Obsessions designer tool will give you this effect on the soap, but you have to decrease the protrusion of the blade using the tool that's given when you make your purchase. Now your girl, that's me, Natacia, worked hard to put this video out for you guys so you guys can see some of the examples that you can get from these bevelers. Now I want to get into the pros and cons of each beveler. Now both devices were portable and lightweight. The Creamy Obsessions tool, you get the tool, you get the 4 blades, you get a countless amount of designs, which is nice. Brambleberry, you get clean cut, you can attach it on your table and the lid will keep it from sliding. The cleanup was very easy. The main con with the Brambleberry is that you only get one design. However, with the Creamy Obsessions, sometimes the soap scraps will get clogged up in the exit of the soap scraps when it comes out. The soap had to be kind of hard for the beveler to work, or else it would just take chunks of the soap off. So I had to make sure that my soap was pretty solid in order to get the design to come through. I was able to create a workaround, and the only other thing that I would point out is that sometimes it was a little complicated holding the tool and beveling at the same time. If you have a lot of soaps to bevel with this tool, it might be a bit challenging. If you asking if I will recommend either of the tools, my answer is yes. I still would recommend both tools. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing Brambleberry selling the device anymore. I don't know if other vendors are selling it. And Creamy Obsessions, I would suggest it. However, if you sell a lot of soaps and you don't have a lot of patience to do a whole lot of soap beveling, it may become a bit more complicated, but not impossible. You guys, tell me what you think of these designs below in the comment section. Do you like these bevelers? Do you think you will buy them? Do you own one? And what is your experience? Is it good or is it bad? Do you like the deeper cuts? Do you like the more subtle cut? Let me know. Protect your energy. Please click on the next video and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.